Welcome back, guys, to a new live day trading episode. My name is Julius. I hope you're well. We are back in the S&P 500 future. Let's see, market opens in 15 seconds. Let's get right into it right off the bat. Please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in live trading. I upload a new trading session every Saturday. Okay, so we got the tops here and the lows of the day at the 618. So let's immediately sell the market. The volatility, oops, there was a big push. The overall volatility wasn't that big, so this is just a 2.5 point stop loss, so I'm already happy to sell here. This is not very far off, so let's put in the stop right at the tops, maybe one tick above. Let's make sure this line is straight, and I do not want to miss out on any movement. This is why I immediately went short here at the opening. It's more or less at the highs of the day, and now we're gonna wait together here. But this little short push was a 4-point push at least, but it was immediately bought back here, so the buyers are not fooling around here. Maybe today something will happen, something interesting. Let's see. So the lows aren't relevant anymore here for now. We are already in a position more or less at the tops. And now let's hope that the market can sell off. A 13-point range, that's really not that big. So overall volatility until now, not that much. But we are in at least a few ticks profit currently, but all of this could change. We can see that every push of the sellers is being bought back immediately. So the sellers are pushing again and again, trying to make lower lows, but also the delta is bullish. So there are a lot of active market buyers holding against it. This is quite interesting here. This is quite interesting. Just for fun, let's take a look at the liquidity. I actually did not want to do this regularly because it's messing with my head a little bit. But we can see there's a big liquidity somewhere up here, which is not a surprise. Oftentimes the liquidity is just above the tops of the day. But there's also quite a big one, more or less cruising around the value area low here. So maybe this one will be hit about, let's count that together, 400 to 500 contracts down here, and above here way more like 600-700 contracts laying in there. So let's see which one the market will hit first. I can imagine that we will hit those above, maybe with a fake out, maybe just faking new highs for the day and then going back into the range. That could be possible, but that's just for fun here, looking at the liquidity for a second, because yeah, we got one below and above. That's no surprise, actually. That's oftentimes the case. So that does not give us a big clue which side will be hit first. So therefore, I'm maybe gonna get rid of this indicator. But this is a good thing with futures. So in futures market, you can really take a look at the liquidity. This is not possible in CFDs, okay? So if you want to trade based off the liquidity, then you should consider trading real future markets and not the synthetic CFDs. Even though we have to agree that the spreads and spreads not so much, but definitely the commission is better on CFDs. If you get a good CFD broker, you will for sure pay less commission than with a serious futures broker. So the sellers are trying again. Let's see if we can make low lows here. There seem to be a lot of buyers on those prices. It's also a valid structure point. Building clusters here. Let's see if we can print clusters lower. That would be kind of a confirmation that the sellers are able to accumulate volume on lower prices as well. But this structure point here, those accepted lows are kind of hard to break through for now. But the delta switched to negative. So let's see if we can make new lows. Didn't look too bad for a second here. We got an unfinished auction here in this 5-minute candle. So I can remind you guys that this footprint chart is not necessarily a tool for finding my entries or exits. It's just nice to have when I want to look at what's really happening inside the candle. But basically you can see all of that also in a blank candle chart without the footprint information. It's just nice to have while we are waiting for the market to move. Okay, so the buyers immediately set a little exclamation mark, hindering those sellers from breaking lower, from breaking through, making new lows since the US opening, and try to push higher. Maybe really get that liquidity up here. There are 1,000 different possibilities why the market could move in the way it does. Just maybe it's just one big institution thinking, okay, we're gonna buy consecutively now all of those active contracts, of active long contracts, push the market higher. Maybe it's just that. We can find 1,000 reasons, and I'm I'm not trying to burn my valuable time just by thinking of why the market might do that currently. I'm not doing that. You have to accept that there are different personalities in trading. My personality trait is just that I'm not burning my time, destroying my concentration with why the market could move like that. I don't care why it moves. All I do care is that I am on the right side when it does. And I know for a fact that a lot of profitable, really good traders care why the market is moving. That really try to find the clues and the hints why something is happening from a technical point of view. Of course, we also have the fundamental point of view, which are news or things that are happening in the markets of the world, okay? Those are the fundamental things. But we can also find technical things in theory, why the market might move, okay? Because we are building clusters, because there are some really, really strong support levels that are being backed by liquidity absorption, stuff like that. I do not care so much. I do not care so much. I see what is happening. Okay, we got a sell-off now. The market is going back up. Why is that? Could be 1,000 things. Delta is really, really, really bullish here, by the way. So this is a strong push from the buyers. And also the fact that the candle is almost bought back half means that the sellers are also pretty freaking strong here, that they are able to push the candle back with such a huge delta. Okay, but yeah, I'm just looking at the current state of the market and try to go with the flow. Now, this is what I basically always do. Now, for the first entry position, it's not that easy. Of course, I could wait until the market is starting to go in one direction. For example, if the market is starting to go short, for example, after the first 10-15 minutes after the opening, then I could try going with the trend, going short. But I noticed that I would miss out on a lot of valuable points if I would do that. So I will try get into a position with some other technique. So I developed the technique that I will see the European and the Asian session, so everything happening before the US session on that day, as a daily range with some tops and with some lows. And I would enter at those extreme points. This would always be the first entry. So my first entry is always a range entry. Sometimes the market is already opening in a trend without a clear range, and I would just short the top immediately or buy the bottom immediately. I will always try to find a range that I'm trading. This is my first entry, and from then on I just go with what is currently happening. If the market is going long, I will for sure at some point reverse long if I'm short before. Same goes for this example here. I went short here at almost at the tops. Could have been 1 or 2 points better. The volatility isn't too big today, so it's not that important, because I thought, okay, those are the tops of the daily range that I want to go short, and here are the lows of the daily range. I want to buy those. This is what I'm going to do. But if the market is now really breaking out, then I will at some point have to reverse long to go with the current flow, with the current trend. So now I'm still kind of interested how the volatility, how the liquidity evolved. Okay, still pretty far from the current market price where the big volatility is, and not a good sign. So the upper liquidity block more or less remained where it previously were. The lower liquidity block moved with the market, okay? So this is not a good sign in general, because if you recall previously, the lower liquidity block was at the value area low, so more or less here between the 24 and 25, if I'm correct. And now it's here at the 30, so it moved with the market higher. This is not a good sign at all, because that means that the lower liquidity block isn't just really at a certain price level waiting for the market to come there, but rather backing the market up, providing continuous support from below. So every time the market would go lower in this case, those lower liquidities would back it up. If the market would activate those lower liquidities, immediately all of those passive orders, those are passive limit orders, would be transferred into an active order, okay? A passive limit order, once it is activated, turns into a market order. So it will be backed by those lower liquidities, which is not good. But maybe it's true for the upper liquidity as well. Maybe I was wrong, because currently it looked like it shifted lower a little bit. Maybe today it's just a weird market without some clear instructions. But as I told you before, now I'm really doing what I told you I would never do. I'm trying to think of why the market might do something. Why is the liquidity moving? Why is the market now going short? Maybe it's different than I thought. Let's just accept that we do not care. We do not care. I'm gonna delete all of those lines, and I'm also gonna get rid of the depth of market. And we're just gonna accept that maybe we do not know. And I'm still profitable. Can you imagine? I do not know where the market will move now, but I'm still able to stay on the right side. Okay, I think I talked a lot, almost 15 minutes into this trading session, and the market is still more or less at our entry. So not a lot of things happened here. We definitely had a fake out. Now let's forget about liquidity things and just take a look on basic technical analysis. We faked new highs of the day. We tested them, maybe stopped some sellers out who had their stop loss above the top. I also have my stop loss line above the top, but I do not have automated stop loss. I would only close my position once a candle is closing above my stop loss. Therefore, I'm immune to those stop fishes, to at least a lot of them, where the market is just faking for a few seconds and then going back into the range. I would be not stopped out here. As you can see, a lot of people probably were who saw previously. And this is a typical fake out, yeah, faking new highs for the day. Those are not accepted prices. And now the market is going back into the range of various accepted prices. All right, so I'm going to be quiet for a second and we just wait together in which direction the market will move, if we can make a bigger profit here or if you're going to be stopped out at some point. Let's see. Okay guys, we're gonna get stopped out here in 10 seconds. $150 loss here currently. Still totally okay. 3, 2, 1. And what I'm gonna do now, I talked about it before. I'm gonna reverse position long here now. We're gonna go with the trend. I tried a short entry here at the tops of the range more or less. Oh, that was a big liquidity grab here. Probably gonna see a sell off soon. Yeah, 2 unfinished auctions, those price levels will be tested. 3 unfinished auctions. This is a bad auction happening here. Wow, this is looking very good here for a second. Okay, almost break even already. So what I'm gonna do here, I see, okay, the market is long. I tried going with the range. Range did not work out, market went long. What am I doing? I'm immediately going with the trend. I see trend is long. I'm gonna position myself with the trend, and this is what I did. Look at that, the sell-off is coming in. Yeah, those very fast auctions are almost always not that sustainable and at least gonna get sold off for a quick second before maybe stabilizing and building slowly but steady a more sustainable push in the same direction. But those very fast market movements are oftentimes being sold off equally as fast. Now we sold off the complete candle. And now we can maybe start from scratch again and build up a longer sustainable push. For now, the stop loss will be set underneath the lows of the day. Let's really give the market all the room it needs. And at some point we can move the stop loss closer to the new entry. But let's really give the market the space to now establish this new long trend. This could take a while and I'm gonna wait here really with stop loss that is currently very far away, but at some point we will be able to move the stop loss closer. But not now. I really want to give the market also the space for a possible retracement, but I think the market is now long for the next minutes or hours. Okay, so let's wait here together. I'm gonna mute myself. This could take a while here now, so I have to record a little longer to really see if my long idea will work out. Okay guys, look at this. I actually went away for 5 minutes, came back, and the market just exploded. Almost $400 in open P&L on this trade. Overall, let's say approximately a little over $200 in profit for today. This is totally okay. This is what I'm waiting for. And we even got a little bigger reversal. This is what I meant with give the market really the space it needs to maybe reverse a little bit and then build up a new sufficient lasting push. This is what I wanted to see, and this is what happened. So I'm very happy with the result. This is looking very, very good up here. Let's see if the market can go further long or if some retracement is overdue. We will see. For now, this session ends here live for you today. I could now press the close button and go away with a little over $200. This is not what I will do. I will hold on to this long position for as long as possible, but for you now, this live trading session ends. This was a very good result. The market, I gave the market the space it needed, and it actually needed a little retracement, but then made everything back with a lasting push. Great result, great trading session, $400 in open P&L on this trade. Looking very good. We see us in the next episode. Take care of yourself, guys. Thank you for your support. Hope you enjoyed today's trading session. We see us next time. Until then, have a great week. Bye bye.